Hello and welcome to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway here in the Napa Auto Parts Cup Series for the Four Queens 400 tonight. As I said, from Las Vegas Motor Speedway, got a full field of 15 cars on hand here tonight, ready to put on a show for everybody watching at home. Thank you for being with us. I am King in the booth as always, joined by a few of my officials that I have here tonight. Thankful for all of them, but as we pan by this very stacked field, this is going to be a great race at this mile-and-a-half speedway out in Las Vegas, Nevada. Should be a great show. I'm ready to get rolling, but before we get the cars on track, we have a few pre-race ceremonies that we need to take care of. So with that, here's our flyover. Oh, I fell off the map. Here's our flyover from the Thunderbirds. And now for the command to fire engines.
God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your
Engines are fired here. We are just about ready to get racing at Las Vegas for the Four Queens 400, race 2 of the 9th season for the Napa Auto Parts Cup Series. Drivers are ready. I'm ready. Just a few minutes away from the green flag. So as we prepare, drivers sitting on pit road. Why would you need to check manufacturers? What's wrong with manufacturers? What do you mean? Ford on a Toyota. Oh, wait. Oh, that's because Supreme, or not Supreme, that's because Michigan put the scheme on a Ford template at first. Yeah, that's the Ford ID. Yeah, somebody put the Toyota template in his car. Whoever has it. The car is right. The car is right. He's got a Toyota car, but it's just a Ford template. Yes, you drive a Toyota, but you don't need to respawn your car. You just got to put a different scheme on it, because that was the wrong ID from Michigan. Goofy Michigan moment. I don't know how I didn't notice that. Thunderstruck. Excuse me. If nobody has the right ID, I mean, I don't want to waste any more time. It's not that deep. Somebody just needs to get them the right ID by next week. Where are you going, bud? Just somebody get him the right ID for next week. I'm not gonna not allow him to run for a scheme creator mistake. Yeah, you're good, JD. Oh, well, never mind. Looks like he's got it now. Yeah, that's the right one. All right, we're good. Make sure y'all click through your pit options as well. Pace in 2 laps. And let's go. As they roll off of pit road, let's transition to our commanders on the grid starting lineup. Making up your front row, it's the 2 drivers that were battling for a championship at the end of last season, Forza and Flicker. Flicker ended up coming out on top that season. Let's see if he can do the same here tonight. Behind them in row 2, 26 of Dragon back with Drone Strike Racing and that number 26 Ford Mustang. To his outside, rookie to the league with a brand new team, Lightning Fast Racing, 17 of Mace. Behind them in row 3, the number 1 of Hobbs. After a really strong run in the Clash at Kentucky, looking to keep that 1.5 mile momentum rolling, and back behind, or on his outside, is the 31 of Zach from Drone Strike Racing. Behind them in row 4, the 18 of Supreme, now with Bear Motorsports. To his outside, the 98 of Red with Team Mobile One in that Toyota Camry. Row 5 is the 99 of Hellhound, rookie to the Cup Series after a strong start in D2 last season. On his outside is the 21 of Pango, now with Drone Strike Racing. Behind them in row 6 is the 8 of JDA with Team Mobile One and the 42 of Hernan with Late Night Racing, 2 rookies to the league, both straight to the Cup Series. Behind them, making up row 7, not making out, is the 41 of Kingatronics and the 40 of Logan, 2 Late Night Racing teammates. And rounding out our field here in the final row is the 64 of Pumps, Soul Dynaco Racing Motorsports Honda Accord in the field. I mean Civic. It's a Civic in the Cup Series. Anyway, coming to the green, Forza with the jump, and we are racing at Las Vegas. Fairly orderly start up front, but there's contact in the back already. Everybody keeps it straight. We stay green. Forza out to a lead. Flicker on the downward already. Dragon up to second. Off of turn 4 for the first time at speed. Forza's going to lead lap 1. Dragon on his coattails. Side by side for P3 behind them. Now Zach is going to take advantage of that with a push from Flicker. 3 wide behind him with the 18 of Supreme stuck in the middle. Got his teammate on his inside and the 1 of Hobbs on the outside. Also, I was wrong calling the 64 the only Dynaco Racing Motorsports driver. The 1 is also driving a Honda Civic, so excuse me on that. Here's the 99 trying to get by his teammate on the bottom. And he looks like he will going down into turn 1. Got the 17 trying to follow him through, and he will. Up front, though, Dragon and Zach trying to chase down Forza for the lead early here. Flicker also coming into the picture in P4. Side by side for the lead through turns 1 and 2. Forza not trying to give the 26 any room to work with. But he's got his teammate with him on the bottom. Going to bump draft him down the back straightaway. Drone Strike Racing working together to try and take the lead away early here at Las Vegas. And they're going to do it. Now they're side by side for the lead. Flicker trying to take advantage of the 47 for third. Forza with a big move down to the apron now. Going to take him 3 wide into turn 1 on the bottom. Up the track a bit. Here comes Flicker now showing the nose. Defensive line from Forza down the backstretch headed into 3. All the way down nearly to the white line on the straightaway. Going to cost him on the corner entry though. Here comes Flicker to his inside. Leader at the line. That time was the 48 it looked like. Got some Daytona action down the backstretch here at Las Vegas. Looking like we're back at the super speedway we were last weekend, but now to the lead is the 48 of Flicker now. Oh, sideways goes the 31 down the front stretch off of 4. Had some contact with the 47 there, it looked like. Able to keep it straight, though. Here's the 99 now. Making some noise up in the top 3 here. Looking for second on the inside of the 26 of Dragon. Hellhound in that Olive Garden number 99. Rookie to the Cup Series, as I said during pre-race. Looking for a strong run to kick off his Cup Series campaign, as now he looks for the lead against his teammate. Diving into turn 3, Hellhound on the bottom, gonna clear for the lead. Flicker now stuck top of 3, gonna get tight. Oh, and the wall goes to 48 and the 31. They keep rolling, though. Gonna cost them both a lot of time and a lot of positions, though, as now Flicker's all the way outside of the top 5. Still getting contact with the 98 now. Focusing back up front, though. Big move from the 47 of Forza to the bottom of the 99 going into 3. Hellhound not quite able to shut the door in time. Gonna be side by side off of 4 once again. 10 laps into this race, and none of it has been boring, I can tell you that. I mean, these guys are going after it every corner, every lap. Forza now surges ahead to the lead off of 2. Here's another look at that 3-wide moment coming off of turn 4 just a few laps ago. That ended up biting the 31 and 48. See the 31 just coming up way too high off the corner. Not quite leaving the 48 enough room to run. Flicker had nowhere to go, put them both on the wall, but as you see, it didn't affect the 31 as negatively as it did the 48, as Zach already striking back for second. Got his teammate on his bumper again. Flicker still trying to regain his ground after that contact back in P7, 8-ish mid-pack. Following his teammate Supreme right now in the 18. Battle for the lead, heating back up. 31 of Zach, striking to the inside of the 47 of Forza. Big block, way late block as well on the 31 from the 47. Shoved him all the way down onto the apron, onto the flat part. Might not be able to tell, but that backstretch is banked. Just very slightly. As Field's coming up on a lap car. Way off the pace. That's the 40 of Logan. I believe he might have missed the start. .31 trying to avoid the side draft down the back straightaway, and he will clear. But for how long? We'll see if Forza has anything dialed up for him off of turn 4 here. 40 car is being shown the black flag, and he will get up out of the way. And here's the pass for the lead again. Forza striking back on the 31 with no hesitation. Dragon going to try and follow him through. Big send to the inside from the 31. Not quite able to clear. 47 able to hang on that right rear quarter panel. Still trying to side draft as hard as he can down this straightaway. Somebody put King of Tronics 2 laps down, please. Oh, wow. What a send from the 99 to the bottom of 3 wide, looking for the lead here. More door slamming down the back straightaway. The 31 to the 19. Hellhound's is going to take the point for now. Got to nudge up the racetrack, though. The 31 of Zach back on his inside like it's nothing. Forza looking for somewhere to go. Dragon looking for somebody to follow through. Here's the 98 of Red now getting pushed up to this 4-car pack. Going to try and make it 5. Here's the 1 of Hobbs also looking to make it 6. Oh! Oh, lots of contact. Cars in the wall all over the place. But we stay green. The 1 car got a big, or had a few big hits there. Going down into 3. Let's see if we can get another look at it. Yeah, right there, the 18. Hard into the inside wall right there, going into the corner. And then just comes back up. Nowhere for a lot of these guys to go here. Heavy hits, but we stay green at Las Vegas. Lap 18 now underway. And the battle for the lead still rages on between Forza and Zach. 31 car trying to work the high side. Forza trying to run that preferred line right around that white line on the bottom. Zach doing everything he can to hold that 47 up. Got to try and gas it up off the corner here. Catches the wall a bit and Forza will clear. Oh, but here he comes back to the outside though. Nobody really been trying to run that high line yet. You can get a really good run if you can point yourself on exit right and get that car straightened out, get the wheel straightened out early enough and get a good enough exit with the throttle. Side by side all the way through the top 5. Now here's the 42 of Hernan making his first appearance tonight. Fighting inside the top 5 on the inside of the 99 right now, going for P3. As big blocking from this 47 on the 31. It's going to send Zach way back up the track. Going to cost him lots of positions. Going to knock him out of the top 5 for now. Not sure what was happening there between those two, but potentially tempers already flaring at the head of the field. Here's the 8 of JDA also having a good run early in this race. Right at or just about halfway through stage 1. A few laps off maybe. Big blocking from Forza down all the way down the backstretch. Dragon looking for anywhere to go. Here comes the 8 to his inside. Single file all the way throughout the top 5 for maybe the first time tonight. Forza leading the charge. The 8 of JDA moves into second now. 26 of Dragon trying to contest him for that spot though. And now here comes the 31 of Zach, going to send him 3 wide for a moment. 8 car was on the top trying to make it work. Now he's going to get a good run down the backstretch here. Oof. Close between the 99 and 42 there off of, or going into 3. Got a car peeling off and hitting pit road first time tonight. Flicker in the 48. See what the call is here. All by his lonesome on pit road. First car to do so under the green flag tonight. We'll see if he draws anybody down. Going to kick off the first wave of pitting. Or could he be trying to play some strategy? Maybe try and jump some of these guys with the undercut for the stage. I believe we have another car on pit road. Yeah, 64 of pumps on pit road as well. Down and away. 10 laps to go in stage 1 now. Still a wasp's nest inside the top 10 here. About 6 cars under a blanket coming down the front straightaway. Oh, and the 48. Oh! 98 up into the wall with, I believe that was the 31. going into turn 1, but you saw it at the top left of your screen, excuse me. 48 with the drive-through penalty, violating the blue line rule. So unfortunate for Flicker. Strategy will not be able to play out for him early, at least not yet. As you see a couple cars pull off pit road, this time the 47 followed by the 126, 31 and 98, all hitting pit road for the first time tonight. Green flag pit stops are underway. And everyone is good in their boxes. Forza the first one down and away. Took half fuel, I believe. Oh, and a drive-through for the 47. I guess everyone wasn't in their pit boxes. Forza gonna get caught for a drive-through on the first pit cycle of the night. More cars hitting pit road. 41, 42, 8, 99, and 18. Slow stop for Supreme. Had to back up into his box. That'll cost him some time on track, I'm sure. Let's see where this group rejoins, though. 7 laps to go in the stage. Oh, 42. Up on the banking too early. That's going to be a penalty. Got to stay below the apron until you reach that blue line on the back straightaway. Here's a 47 serving his penalty. Getting off pit road and getting up to full speed now as he merges onto the banking. So as it cycles out, it looks like the 1 car of Hobbs is your leader now, with his teammate in the 64 behind him. Potentially a strategy play for the Dynaco Racing Motorsports teammates there, as they now sit 1-2 as we close in on the end of stage 1. Good start to the day points-wise for those two. It would be if they were able to hold on to this positioning. Coming up on a lap car right now. It's the 8 of JDA. Not sure what happened to him on his stop, but he lost a lot of time. Side by side a little further in the back. This is for P6, the 31 and 98. As we watch them battle Zach up the track, looking for that run off the top of the track. And he's going to get it and swing back to the inside of the 98 coming down this front straightaway. 4 to go in the stage. These two are just out of reach of stage points. The 99 just ahead of him is the last car in position. 31 must believe he's faster though, and I'm sure the 98 thinks the same. But that 99 loves to see them battling in his mirror as he's starting to open up a gap now. 26 of Dragon with the solid pit stops, sitting in 4th comfortably. And the 17 of Mace, debut race in the league, having a very good run solidly inside the top 5, sitting P3. Closing in on this stage 1 conclusion. Good position for points as well for him. Good looking Panchero's race car. Toyota Camry for lightning fast racing. 2 laps to go. Pit road will close. Battle for the lead starting to get a little close here between teammates. The 1 car looks to be losing a little bit of ground to the 64, but as they come to the white flag in stage 1 here, we'll see if Pumps can make this last push to try and catch his teammate for the stage win. Not quite looking like it. They seem pretty equal on speed, especially as the run goes on, but rounding turns 3 and 4 for the final time in stage number 1. The 1 car of Hobbs for Dynaco Racing Motorsports will win stage 1 from Las Vegas. And the caution will fly like it does at the end of every stage. As they come across the line, the 64 of Pumps, 17 of Mace, 26 of Dragon, and 99 of Hellhound all receive stage points at the conclusion of the first one. You might want to leave pit road a little earlier, pace car, when we're coming to the stage end, just for future reference. Whoever's driving it. Pit road will be open. And everybody's going to be coming on down here. Pit road is going to be busy. All cars coming down for service, tires and fuel, I'm sure. Strategy calls work out for the Hondas and Toyotas at the head of the field at the end of this stage. 17 way out of his box. That'll be a penalty for him, unfortunately. 8 cars speeding on entry. 48 also on the line. And King of Tronics does get a lap back, so he's only 1 down. Unless he's doing it manually. Is he doing it manually? Well, King of Tronics, you might want to pit if you want somebody to put your scheme in. Or you could... His scheme is pinned in the Cup Series paint booth. I don't know if y'all can see pins. I don't see why not. Y'all should be able to. Pits are closed. Pits are closed. We are not going green this time. Not going green. So, after pit road, 1 car is still your leader. The 26 jumps to 64 on pit road, up to P2 now for this restart. Pace speed is like 110, I think. Excuse me. I lost my voice because I went to a football game. 17, you were out of your box, on your pit box, or on your pit stop. You have to have all 4 tires within the lines. Alright, we'll go green this time. Choose going on the backstretch. The 1 car of Hobbs will be the first car to reach our pit, or to reach our choose cone. Let's see where he will go for this restart. Saw a lot in the Brake Series race last night that the leader took the outside. 64, what was that? This time Hobbs will choose the inside. 99 of Hellhound will be the first to jump to his outside. Behind him is his teammate in Supreme and Flicker. Headed for the Ohio Edison restart zone to kick off stage number 2 at Las Vegas, and we are back green. Good start for the 99s. He will clear around the outside. Maybe that's why we saw the Brake Series guys try and take it on the restarts as much as they could. Also got a good shove from his teammate Supreme to put him out there. Now the 8, or 48 is going to shove the 1. King of Tronics can merge. And now put him back just 1 lap down. Or somebody will. Hellhound, your leader, as we are immediately back under green. BMS 1, 2, 3 right now. Supreme trying to complete that spot, and he will. Not without a little contact, though. And still looking forward. Going to try and go to the inside of his teammate. Big move from Supreme, and he's going to come back up and cause havoc in the pack. Hellhound still your leader. Flicker following him in second. The one car of Hobbs trying to recover after a lackluster restart. Still sitting in third, though. Forced to try to make his way back up to the front after a penalty on that first pit stop under green just before the end of stage 1. Going to give a nudge to the back of the 18 of Supreme and sail by to P4 now. Down the front stretch, now the 48 all over the back. Oh, what the 98? It's spun around on the front stretch. One car incident, though, will stay green. But as I was saying, 48 all over the back bumper of his teammate. The one car of Hobbs also trailing him closely. Very defensive line for the 99 going into 3. Flicker look to the outside. Gonna bide his time, though. Stay behind his teammate for now. Gotta imagine, though, 99 might be holding the 48 up a little bit. Flicker qualified P2. Hellhound qualified just outside the top 5. Still blocking down the back straightaway, though. You'd think this, since their teammates, they race each other a little bit nicer, but especially being this early in the race, but nothing of the sort going on here at the front of the field. As now here comes Forza back in the challenge for the lead. Gonna force his way to the inside of the 99, and he will carry on by to the lead, but Hellhound looking for the crossover. Flicker was also there. Close moment off of turn 2 right there. Here's another look at it off of turn 2 right here. See the 47 clear the 99. I think Hellhound might have checked up, tried to get underneath him, but 48 of Flicker was right there. Not much room for that move to be made. Now they're side by side, 2 abreast from second to fourth. Big save for the 64 further back in the pack. Oh, big block. Oh, more blocking from the one car. Took that A car to the infield almost. Forza now clearing away in the lead. 99 of Hellhound trying his best to maintain his positioning up in the top 5, but the one of Hobbs getting a good shove from the 31 underneath him. Flicker trying to stay with his teammate, but I think the 99 is kind of holding everybody up. You see Forza opening up a gap bigger than we've seen all day. I believe all 3 of these cars that this 99 is racing are just a bit faster than him. Not going to stop him from being door-to-door with his teammate down the front straightaway, though. Oh, what? 31 just absolutely bends the one car going down the front straightaway there. Hard racing carries on further back in the pack between the 26, 42, and 17. This battle raging on for P7 in the field. See the 26 running the 42 way down close to that line on the straightaway. Possibly a little frustration being taken out between those two. 42 will take that spot, though, coming off of turn 2. Big block from the 99 on the A going into 3. Going to stack them all up coming off of turn 4 there. Now the A's going to have the 31 on his inside. Flicker now ahead of his teammate in the 99. Let's see if he has anything for this 47 of Forza. These two qualified first and second, made up the front row, that 47 and 48, I mean. Forza's got that clean air on his nose, though. Not as much of an advantage as it is in the NAPRA as it is in real life, so we'll see how he does. 99 still trying to strike on his teammate, but that's going to cost him going into one a bit. Forza leads us off of turn 4 to 15 laps to go in stage 2. Pit stops potentially on the horizon. This stage the same length as stage 1, so soon we expect some of these guys to be pulling off, hitting pit road. 48 was the first car to do it on the last cycle. Let's see if he continues that trend, as now he's to the back bumper of the 47, looking to the outside. Gonna get a good run off the corner there. Up the track goes to 47. Here's the 99 to the inside. 48, good save coming off of turn 2. Nearly went around in that Chevrolet Camaro, able to keep it underneath him. Now got to try and help his teammate take the lead from the 47 here. Oh, and the 17 receives a drive-through. First car to pit on this cycle, gonna receive a penalty for pitting outside of his box. Unfortunate strategy failure for that team. Unlikely that they'll get the same stage points that they did in stage 1, which was a P3, I believe. Up the track goes the 48 with the 8 car. The 99 going to take advantage of both of those mistakes and slide in the second behind the 47. Now here comes the 1 and the 42 trying to make themselves a factor in this battle. Oh, whoa, whoa. Lots of contact sideways again. Perpendicular to the field is the 48 of Flicker. Once again, able to recollect himself. Not without losing a handful of positions, though. From inside of the top 3 to, what, 7th? 8th? Well out of the battle for the win. Or not the win, the lead. 99 of Hellhound back to the top spot, though. Here's the 17 of Mace also rejoining the racetrack after serving his penalty. Gonna make the smart decision, stay below that white line as long as he can. 3 wide for P2. Here's the 42 of Hernan now, going to the inside of the 1 and the 47. No pairs of teammates all the way throughout the top 6. Everybody's going for themselves here. You got Bear Motorsports, Late Night Racing, Blaze Technology Motorsports, Dynaco Racing Motorsports, Drone Strike Racing, and Team Mobile 1 all fighting for a position in the top 5. Hernan now able to clear the P2, focus his sights on the 99. As you saw, the 18 of Supreme also receive a drive-through, speeding on entry, going to catch him. So he will have to come back down, serve a pass-through at pit road speed. Seeing just a few cars drop off the banking just a few laps at a time. When will we see our first big wave of cars come to pit road? Got to assume soon. Just looking at some of the fuels here on the spectate ticker. Getting a little close to running on fumes. That's the 47. Jackknifed into the wall with the 1. Close quarters racing, gonna have that happen sometimes. And now the 47 comes back up into the 26. Potentially the worst backstretch imaginable for the 47 as the 64 and 48 pull off the bank and come down to pit road together. Pum's going to be first to his box, and he is well inside the lines. 48 of Flicker got a long roll down all the way to the second box. And beautiful stop on him. Still unrelenting battle at the front of the field though for the lead. Now it's the 31 of Zach going to the inside of the 99 of Hellhound. 42 of Harnan looking for somewhere to go. 6 laps to go in stage 2. 48 heading off pit road. 64 a few paces behind him. '47 of Forza on pit road. ATM Supreme serving his penalty. And the 41 of Kingatronics also finishing up his service. 5 to go now. And here comes the wave. The entire top 4 going to come down and pit. Oh, the 8 car too far through his box. A penalty for him incoming. Such a strong run towards the end of the stage. Going to bite him on pit road. That's where we see a lot of mistakes made by these new drivers to the league. Just haven't quite gotten their bearings yet on pit road. And the 47 with the penalty as well. Violation of the blue line rule, the blend line rule. I believe that's the second time that that's caught somebody tonight. Now I believe the only cars that are yet to pit. Oh, he just came up right in front of somebody. Oh, I see. Yeah, the only car yet to pit now is the 42 of Hernan. Going to try and run it long all the way to the end of the stage. 3 laps to go. If he's going to come, he's going to have to come this time because pit road will close as soon as he takes the line with 2 to go. 26 of Dragon just finished up his service. Short stop for him, only took half a tank of fuel. And the 42 is going to stay out, so he's going to try and take the gamble. Try and make it all the way to the end of the stage on one stop at the beginning of the stage. If he's able to do this, this would be a real statement to the field. Look at him, heavy saving, but contact with the 17 is going to cost him time, although he's got the entire field a lap down. And now they're stuck, and they get unstuck. Nobody behind him. We're going to stay green. Terrible situation for the 42. Just got to limp it around to the white flag here. And also got to keep in mind that fuel tank is nearly dry. He's going to have to max save. He's got a lap's gap back to P2 Flicker, who's just now rounding turn 4 to see the white flag himself. So no pressure out back, just got to get that car, get that fuel tank to the end of the stage and down onto pit road. Got to make it to pit road under caution as well. Look at him, very slow in the corners. Oh, I think he's got a tire. Yeah, his tires are gone. Gonna slide across the start-finish line to win stage 2. Now can he make it to pit road before he runs out under yellow? No, your tires are not a DNF. If fuel's a DNF, tires are not a DNF, but it's looking like fuel ticks down to 0. And he's done for the night. Tires were a DNF, but I changed it. Unfortunate for the 42, able to pick up a stage win, but not before running out of fuel under caution. Unfortunate end to the night for the 42, but at least he's got those stage points to come home with. Pit road is not open. All right, now pit road is open. The 41 will get the free pass. Pit road is open. Everybody gonna come down except for the 31 of Zach. He will defer and stay on the racetrack for this first lap of pit road being open. The 41 of King of Tronics will receive the free pass. I can't talk. 17 of Mace is going to stay out, try and take the wave around, get himself back on the lead lap. Put him at a bit of a disadvantage up to the rest of the field on fuel. But at least he's back on the lead lap. He didn't delete the car himself. I'll delete it. I just got to use Aftergetics. Oh yeah, somebody put King of Tronics scheme back in, please. You don't have F3X permissions, I don't think. I can delete it. Just go put King of Tronics scheme back in, Michigan, please. Pit road is still open. No takers on the second lap. Or no, the 31 and 18 both come down. And the 17 taking his wave around, so that will put him back on the lead lap. As I said, just a bit of a fuel disadvantage on board. Geared up to go back racing though in stage number 3, 50 laps, the longest stint of the race will have. Been green all the way throughout, except for the stage cautions. No cautions for incident. Pit road is closed. And we'll go green this time. Choose cone on the backstretch. Stage 1 was 35 laps. Stages 1 and 2 are 35. Stage 3 is 50. So coming to the choose cone, Flicker will be our first one to it. He'll be the control car on this restart. And he will go to the inside. First car to the outside, the 64 of Pumps, followed by his teammate Hobbs in the 1. And then a Hellhound Forza filling in the inside. Supreme, Red, JDA, and Mace making up the top line. So even set for stage 3. Flicker's on the gas, and we are back racing at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. 3 wide already on the start. Supreme stuck in the middle. Gonna bop his teammate below the line, but he's able to rejoin. Now here's the 26 of Dragon immediately striking for the lead on the inside of Flicker. Lots of smoke in the back, but we stay green. As now Supreme pulls out to the inside of the 26. Big move for the lead. Here's the 18 now. Side by side, leaning on each other down this front straightaway. Here's the 99 of Hellhound now, looking to make his presence known for the lead here. What a night he's having. Rookie to the Cup Series. Been running right around the top 5, top 3 all night. Looking for the lead once again here to kick off stage 3. 64 of Pumps also following him through on the bottom. Going to nudge him up the track though. Look for the inside himself for the lead. And the 31 of Zach with a big run coming down the front straightaway. Going to swing all the way to the apron. Going to make him 3 wide for the lead going into 1. Beating and banging, leaning on each other off the corner. Zach will clear for the... No, not quite clear. Got the 99 up top. 64 getting beat around like a pinball behind him. 18 of Supreme now stuck in the middle with Forza and Hellhound on either side. Going to come up and jackknife his teammate. Going to be forced back down the track as well. Wild ride for the 18 that last half a lap. Now for the lead, Forza somehow finds himself in second after all that calamity. Going to give a bump right to the back of the 31. Look for the lead here. 41 laps to go in the race. Lap 80 underway. Haven't been able to take your eyes away from the screen for a single one of these laps, though. Been action all throughout this 400-mile race, the Four Queens 400, putting on an absolute show here tonight at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Hobbs looking to the inside of the 47 for the lead going into one. Got the 18 and 99 back in line behind him. Way up the track goes everybody up the track. 4 wide for the lead off of turn 2. Oh my goodness, there's no way they make that work. Supreme looked like he wanted to back out. Not going to do it. They're still 4 wide. Down on the bottom, the 99 of Hellhound trying to power through on the bottom. He will to the lead. Still 3 wide back behind him. Now 4. Beating and banging on each other, pinballing between the inside line and the wall. 99 of Hellhound back to the lead. Zach in chase behind him in second. Dragon also clearing for third. Way up the track goes the 99. Back in the 4 wide formation again off of turn 4. Look at this racing. This is incredible, ladies and gentlemen. Dragon now your leader. His teammate Zach in second place behind him. The one of Hobbs looking to go to his inside for P2. Now here's the 48 of Flicker trying to rebound after some contact early in the run. Bottom of 3 wide currently with his teammate and the 64 of Pumps to his right. Absolutely incredible racing that we've seen tonight from Las Vegas. I told y'all Daytona was a fluke. 3 wide for second. Nearly around goes the 47. The 1 car might not have known he was there, trying to avoid the side draft from the 31. Came right down into the 47. Able to keep it together, though, as they all fly by the camera here. Going by our billboards in turns 1 and 2. Thankful to all of our sponsors who bought a billboard for this season. Oh, we got 2 cars together in the back of the pack, the 18 and the 17. Supreme and Mace come together down the back straightaway. Able to get unstuck, and we will stay green, I think. Yeah, we're still green. .47 of Forza now back in second. 1 of Hobbs on his tail. But they're all chasing the 26 of Dragon, your leader here at Las Vegas, as he gets into the wall, and here comes Forza to his inside. Little mistakes like that is what's going to cost you at Las Vegas. Overstepping your boundaries just a bit. Now Forza's back to the lead. Got a push from the 1. Coming up on the 18 of Supreme, who we just mentioned. Had some contact with the 17. That's going to cost them a lot of time, both of them. Supreme much more than the 17, though, unfortunately. Just a few car lengths away from going a lap down. I'm going to have no voice tomorrow. Between Friday Night Lights and this, my voice is going to be non-existent. Things are starting to simmer down after that wild restart. So I see this as the better time than ever to go to our forecast with Force Crank It Up. 25 now, 24 laps to go at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in the Four Queens 400. Forza continues to lead the way. Flicker now slides into second. As you saw, a few cars pull to pit road under that crank it up. And the 41, unfortunately, making a bad day worse, receiving a drive-through penalty after pitting all by his lonesome. And there he is serving it at the bottom of your screen. Rough night for the late night racing drivers. Logan already in the garage. Still not sure what issue happened with that Chevrolet Camaro. And now the 41 multiple laps down and receiving another penalty. 42 of Hernan also DNFing after trying to make a gamble towards the end of the stage. Ran out of fuel under caution. Definitely not the best of nights for late night racing as an organization, but they got a win last night, I think. No, wait. No, they didn't. Almost had a win last. No, yeah, they did have a win last night. The 43 of Sonic Elliott won. 41 nearly won of Milky. But the 43 of Sonic Elliott was able to prevail and carry out the win for late night racing. So congratulations to that team, but I'm sure they're not going to be too delighted after this performance tonight. Dragon advances to second over the 48 of Flicker. His teammate in the 31 of Zach right behind him, looking to pounce as well as Flicker makes his move back to the inside of the 26. Forza still not quite able to pull away even with all this battling behind them. Now the 31 just going to move the 48 up the track regardless of if his teammate's up there or not. 3 wide coming down the front straightaway. Zach all the way down on the apron, using every inch of asphalt he can find, even running in the grass with those left sides a bit. 20 to go now. When will we see these guys hit pit road for this final money stop of tonight? And what will the calls be from on top of the pit boxes? Going to be very interesting what's going to take place on pit road here, as the 48 going to be the first to pull to pit road as usual. That's been his thing tonight, and the 99 tried to follow him and he's speeding on pit road. Same with the 64. Great execution for the 48, but a few cars trying to follow him, unable to do so with the same prowess. The 99 and the 64 both speeding on the final stop of the night. Terrible brakes for both of those drivers. But now we await the rest of the field to hit pit road. And here's the 31 of Zach pulling off. And the 47 of Forza as well, followed by the 1 of Hobbs and 98 of Red and his teammate, the 8 of JDA, all coming down. Let's see what the calls are. Everybody good in their box. Or no, the 8 out of his box again. Cannot quite get that braking point dialed in. And it's going to bite him on likely the final stop of the night. Forza down and away first. Here comes the 48 of Flicker though. Already up to speed. What a stop. Must have taken less fuel. Yeah, it took only half fuel, half a tank of fuel. And you see the advantage it gave him over the 47, who he was racing before pitting. Now can the fuel make it all the way for the 48 is the question. He's got the advantage. Can he stretch the tank all the way to the end? We saw the same thing happen with the 42 coming to the end of stage 2. The 48 actually had the best view of it. He was second in that stage. Can Flicker stretch this fuel tank all the way to the end of stage 3? Already see him saving fuel. Max save, I'm sure, the message over the radio for that Bear Motorsports team. Oh, wait. Oh, Supreme leading? Or he was leading. He's second now. He's going to have to pit this time, though. Yeah, here he comes. Oh, can't get off the banking. There he goes. There's the gap between Flicker and Forza for the win. For the lead as of now. Got one car in between him, the 17 of Mace. Currently sitting one lap down. Sure, he'd left to unlap himself. Conclude this race on the lead lap. Now within 15 laps to go here. Forced it to the inside of the 17. Not for position, but inching closer to that 48 car in the windshield. Flicker still trying to save enough gas to make it to the end. Forza, though, going all out. He packed that Ford Mustang full of fuel on his stop. That's what took him so much longer. But he's got no concern about making it to the end, so he's running as hard as he can, while Flicker, he's got to save. He's got to keep a little bit of fuel reserve in the tank to make it all the way. Looks like he's doing a solid job at it so far. .31 also in the background, as well as the 1. If these two get to battling pretty soon, if Forza keeps catching him at the rate that he is, these two cars, this Ford and this Honda, could also make themselves a factor in this battle for the win. 10 laps to go now at the line. Flicker brings us to it. Forza continues to eat into his lead, excuse me. The gap now just a few car lengths, maybe 10. It came down to these two at the end of last season, racing for a championship, a 1v1 duel, mano y mano. Flicker came out on top to go back-to-back in championships, and he had said a few weeks prior to that championship race, if he wins it, he's retiring after this season. So this could be one of the final chances for Flicker to win in the Napa Auto Parts Cup Series before retirement. Very fast driver at everywhere we go to, so I'm sure he'll have plenty of chances, but no better time than the present to get a win. But Forza, notorious clutch driver in the NAPRA, leading all-time winner. Looking to add one to the tally here, this time at Las Vegas. Wasn't able to complete the Blaze Technology Motorsports 5-peat in the Daytona 500 last weekend. So I'm sure he's driving with that on the mind as well, fresh on the brain. Now closest to the bumper of the 48. Keep in mind, Flicker still has to save fuel. Took so much less fuel on that last stop, trying to get out ahead of the 47. He had the gap, but now, between the fuel saving and the pace and the draft, Forza has now gone back by him for the lead, but Flicker not backing down, back to the inside off of turn 4 here. 6 to go at the line. Here's the 31 of Zach as well, trying to make it a 3-car battle. The 1 of Hobbs also back behind him. He could get his first Cup Series win here. Rookie to the league. Showed great pace in the Clash. Pretty similar mile and a half. Well, not really, but it's still a mile and a half, and he's had one of the better cars all night. Flicker leads a pack of 4 off of turn 4 to 5 laps to go at Las Vegas. Fuel still the topic of conversation on the 48 pit box. Can he make it all the way, and can he battle for this win while saving? Big block from the 31 to going into 3. 47 heads up the track to 31 as well. Now here's the 1 car up to second. Oh, Flicker trying to make room where there isn't. The one car of Hobbs now on the inside of Forza for the lead. 4 laps to go. Flicker starting to fade. Side by side down the backstretch, coming around to 3 laps to go. This time, the one car of Hobbs, brand new rookie to the Napa Auto Parts Cup Series, racing for Dynaco Racing Motorsports, could get his first series win right here tonight. But Forza looking to add on to his 50-plus wins here in the Cup Series, doing everything he can to stop him from achieving his first. Next to 31 of Zach as well. The 26 of Dragon also there for P5. 5-car battle for the win here at Las Vegas as we now come around to 2 laps to go. Has Flicker saved enough to make a final push? I think so. He's gotten the all clear from the pit box. It's go time for the 48. Now 2 to go at Las Vegas. Forza now clear to the lead. 48 in line behind him. Gonna give him a bump too. Trying to side draft hard. Big block from Forza coming down the back straightaway. Flicker's there. Gonna shove that car in there. Up the track goes the 47. Flicker on the bottom. Side by side off of turn 4. Coming to the white flag in Las Vegas. This is gonna be a great finish. Forza now backing out. Stuck top of 2 wide with the 26. The one car of Hobbs also slipping back. But side by side for the lead off of turn 2, it's the 31 of Zach and the 48 of Flicker. Both of these drivers were fighting for a spot in the championship duel last season. Now they're racing for the win at Las Vegas. Turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Zach gonna make a power move off the corner, and DSR will win the first 2 races of the season 9 in the Napa Auto Parts Cup Series. Dragon got it done last weekend in the 500. This time it's Zach leading them to the checkered flag at Las Vegas. What a finish. Zach, your winner of the Four Queens 400, will burn it down here on the front stretch in front of a sold-out Las Vegas Motor Speedway, who just got a hell of a show here tonight. Picking up right where he leaves off at the end of Season 8 last year. Won, I believe, 4 of the last 11 races last season. And gonna kick off Season 9 with a win in just the 2nd race of the year. Making that 2 straight for Drone Strike Racing now in Season 9. What a start to the season for this team as well. Beautiful number 31 Oreo Ford Mustang. Now he'll get to bring that Ford Mustang to victory lane after a stellar finish here under the lights at Las Vegas. Capping off a very fun, very impressive weekend of racing. Here he is out of the car. Your winner in BGE Victory Lane is the Zach, driver of the number 31 for Drone Strike Racing. Trina, what are you doing? What a finish. All right. He wants an interview. Let's see. I'll try and do it from finishing position up. I think I didn't really see. Actually, yeah, Flicker was second, so I'll do Flicker first. Where's Flicker? There he is. Going over here, boy. Here on pit road, following the Four Queens 400 at Las Vegas, Flicker, side by side coming off of turn 4, had the best shot of anybody to do it, to beat the 31, but unfortunately, just not enough momentum off of the final corner for you to get it done. Tell me how the race was. Tell me how the car was. And, yeah, how does it feel to be that close to yet another win?
I definitely got used to the car. It felt great most of the race, qualified well. Had a lot of speed going into this race. Was pretty fast in both practices. And we weren't really there most of the time. Mostly got screwed. And just ran like mid-pack most of the race. But we were there when it counted most. Made a really good pit stop on with like 20 to go. Had to save a bit of gas, had me stressing a little bit, but I knew it was go time when it was like 3 to go. Had like 100 fuel left, but I mean, we just didn't have enough tires, I don't think. Couldn't really hold it on the top, and Zach was just able to drive through and check the checkered flag. But I'm proud of this team, proud of this 48 car, and just looking forward to the next week.
Yeah, and I just have to say, what a job of saving enough fuel to even make it to the checkered flag. So, congrats on that. Kudos to you. And yeah, we'll see you next weekend at Phoenix.
Thank you.
All right. Now, with our, I think, maybe third place finisher, Dragon. I'm not sure. I'll have to look back at that, but I got to bring him up. Oh, he's not in here. Oh, yeah, he is. Dragon, you've brought it home in the top 5. Got to watch your teammate take the checkered flag after you took it last weekend. So how does it feel to have Drone Strike Racing kick off Season 9 with 2 straight wins in the Cup Series?
Yeah, it feels nice knowing that we have good cooperation between each other. And but there's definitely more to be built off of. We could definitely keep this up and be the best team this season and so much more. But it's great. I'm glad Zach won.
Yeah, congratulations to you and the entire Drone Strike Racing organization. And hopefully we see you back in, or one of you back in victory lane next weekend at Phoenix.
Thank you.
All right. And let's see who's still in here. 64. Where is he? Here he is. Actually, you know what? Okay. Here post race with the 64. Here post race with the 64. What's this team? Dynaco Racing Motorsports, Honda Civic pumps. Following Las Vegas, solid run for you in the 64 team. Got some good stage points in stage 1. So how are you feeling after this one? Oh wait, I gotta bring him up. Whoopsie. Yeah. Now, how are you feeling after this one?
Pretty good. I'm just sad I sped on pit road near the end where it really mattered. Had perfect pit stops all day. Got me some really nice stage results and then screwed it up when it mattered.
Yeah, definitely not the best finish that this team could have wanted, but nonetheless, a good showing of speed for most of the night and got some good stuff to build off of as we progress further into the season. So, yeah, hopefully we see you next weekend at Phoenix. All right. Supreme City needs more top 5s before he gets an interview. So does that mean you don't want an interview, Supreme? Or I guess he's not in here anymore. Yeah, he's not in here anymore. All right, well, nobody else is joining for an interview, so that will do it. for our coverage of the 4 Queens 400 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Who's just putting me in this twink outfit? That'll do it for the 4 Queens 400. Zach, your winner at Las Vegas. Once again, Drone Strike Racing starting off the season with 2 wins from 2 of their drivers. Going to Phoenix next weekend, they've definitely got another chance to do it again, so hopefully they can get it done. But as I said, this was the 4 Queens 400. Zach, your winner. We'll be back next weekend at the same time as always, 7 p.m. Eastern for, I believe, the Basha Supermarkets 300 and the Lowe's Markets 500 from Phoenix Raceway. So thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully we see you next weekend. And this has been King signing off. Hope everybody has a good night.